guys. Hi Cancer, welcome back to my channel. So this is your who's coming towards you reading with a little, well, not with a little, with a lot of angel influence, because we can't do it any other way. It's just not possible. So we're just going to pull you some angel cards, some advice. So this is for May, June, for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising. This can also be taken as a timeless reading. If you so happen to find it, profoundly clairvoyant, doing a video tomorrow, and Cancer's going to be featured in it a lot, so you know, make sure to watch out for that. It's an astrology video, so if you guys are interested in learning astrology, definitely check it out. I think it will be very, very insightful. I'm really excited about it. So yeah, can be taken as a timeless read, Cancer. If the message resonates with you, it resonates with you. Time is an illusion, you know, just roll with it. So, ooh, okay, so splitting the deck, we've got, you know, your profoundly clairvoyant, relationship and new partner. So some of you may be getting back with an ex because new partner's in reverse, or alternatively, it could really suggest an actual new partner. But I feel like you'll see this relationship coming before it comes, because you've been working on yourself, or you'll have the understanding and the knowing that your new partner's not going to come in until, you know, you take that time out for yourself. Now, with what's going on, a lot of us do have that ability to take that time out for ourselves. So, calling in my most loving, most light guides and angels to support me in my expression of my authentic self and Cancer's expression. For Cancer's reading, infinite source, truth, knowledge and wisdom. Please. My guides and angels, what is it for Cancer? What advice? Earth angel, lovely. Ground yourself, and heart chakra. So please make sure to get out into nature. The weather's been beautiful. You know, make sure you get out, ground yourself. Yesterday I went out with my kids and I ripped my favourite workout leggings because I was climbing a tree at the age of 29. I know, but it felt so good and it was really grounding. You know, you have some beautiful experiences in nature, and when we're in the moment, that's when we can receive angelic guidance as well, like the most, when we get out of our heads and into our hearts. So please try and do that. When you detach from your awareness, your body and physical world, you become ungrounded. Although it's pleasant to float heavenward, your attention and work are needed upon the earth. We will help you balance the spiritual material so that you can enjoy a fulfilling earthly life. So the angels are going to help you. Sorry to randomly just cut there, but I really needed a drink. So yeah, they're going to help you with that. Also, as well, as I'm going to mention in my video, Cancer is a very psychic sign. Obviously, you know, watch the video to find out in what ways you can be psychic, because it plays out in very specific ways. What, love? Alright, I'll do it in a sec, yeah? And yeah, so you are an earth angel. What does the original meaning for angel mean? It simply means messenger of the divine. Anybody can be an angel. Anybody can be carrying a message of love, a message of peace, a message of divinity. You know, even if it's just in a warm hug or a smile, there is a message there. So you actually have a purpose on this earth. And look, she's carrying the globe of butterflies. I wasn't sure what butterflies, but I wasn't sure whether to tell you guys the story about. Like 2 days before I ripped my leggings yesterday, I went to the park and I was really just like loving it. I was hugging trees, like really big ones, and I was just feeling so connected. And this huge butterfly just came and landed on my shoulder, and it was there for like a good couple minutes. Like I had enough time to shout across to my daughter who was climbing a tree and say, oh my gosh, look, there's a butterfly on my shoulder. So some of you guys may be getting butterflies around you to, you know, let you know that angelic guidance is there. So when I say angelic guidance, it means we all act as earth angels at some time because the divine works for us. But when I'm talking about angels, like not in this realm, dimension or whatever, they act so solely. Their only purpose in that incarnation is to serve the divine and spread that message. They don't have any wants or needs of their own. They do, that is their want and need, you know, to, you know, fulfill the divine's agenda. Well, that sounds agenda, I don't like that word, but to, you know, carry out the divine's work and the divine's plans. So you are a light worker who's come to the earth to teach about love. So yeah, you may have had it hard in relationships, because oftentimes light workers do, because if we don't experience these things, we won't know, we won't empathize, and we won't be able to help when we see other people going through the same situations. I always say there's two types of people in this world. People who say, I've been through that, you know, everyone has to go through that, you need to handle that by yourself. Or people who say, hey, I've been through that, let me help you. You know, this is how I managed to get through it, and give some advice or whatever it is that you can do to help. And I feel, Cancer, you're definitely being called on to do that at this time. So heart chakra, love is the heart of the matter. Your heart is the center within your physical being, attuned most to love. It's safe for you to love and be loved with an open heart, as we stand by with perfect protection and guidance. So I do feel for a lot of you, whether it comes up in this read or not, just from what I've seen in the beginning, there is somebody new coming into your life. Open your heart to this person. Now, I feel like you could meet them while you're doing some sort of light work. You know, it doesn't have to be, hey, I'm going to save the world. Like I said, it could be a smile, it could be a kind word, it could be absolutely anything. It could be working with pets for some of you. Or, you know, gardening, but you're doing some sort of light work on the earth, even just... I'll do it in a minute, love.
Why?
Because it's going to be too hot. We're wearing jumpers. It'll be too hot. I'll do it in a minute. Right, go on. Good boy. Don't knock that over. Quickly, quickly.
Why?
Go on.
Why?
Oh, sorry about that, guys. My son has a very strict superhero dress code that he needs to stick to, and he's waiting for his Batman costume to dry, so he's really not happy. Keeps trying to ask me to put the radiators on, and it's so hot in here already, and we're both wearing jumpers. But yeah, guys, I'm so sorry, the doorbell went. Okay, so some of you guys may be getting a message. I feel like my patience really being tested through this reading, I'm not even gonna lie, just yeah. So some of you guys may be doing a lot when you meet this person, when this person comes into your life, and you may feel like you don't have the space, the time, or even just the patience to deal with somebody or start something new. It's like, oh, it's long, don't want to get to know somebody again. But I really feel this person's coming into your life, and you'll be seeing signs. You could see butterflies when you see this person. The colour blue or the colour purple may be really strong. You may meet them in a very earthy, you know, setting. It could be outside, could be in a greenhouse or a botanical garden, or something along, even a butterfly house. I think they've got one of those at the zoo. I don't really support zoos, but they're so tempting at the same time. But yeah, so also your heart is amazing. Not just like your heart's amazing, you're an amazing person. No, you are. But the energetic field your heart can create, and the things that you can do. If you watch my video, law of attraction, how to get any, this real law of attraction, how to get any prayer answered, that's what you're doing in it, and that works. Like, that works 110%. What I'm showing you in that video was revealed to me by some sort of angelic being, and your heart is really powerful. So, you know, yeah, you got a powerful heart, you got work to do, so you need to let this person in when they come. Okay, so infinite source, angels, guys, who's coming towards Cancer, sun, moon, rising for the month of May, June, well, end of May, what we got left of May and June, who's coming towards Cancer? Wow, should I take those? I don't want to. I feel like this is more of a backstory. 10th house and Sagittarius, I see. So recently you could have been, you know, dealing with somebody who maybe has a very different way of life from you. Doesn't necessarily have to be a different culture, but it could be. But their way of life and the way of seeing the world is very different. It could have been somebody very career orientated as well. Someone who may travel a lot. You know, very optimistic. I almost want to say like a big kid as well for some of you, who's dealing with somebody who never, Peter Pan syndrome, who never quite grew up. Infinite source. Guides and angels. Cancer, who's coming towards Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising? One more. Yeah, I think there was a change there. The person coming towards you, I feel, is going to be quite different. Who's coming towards Cancer? What energy they're bringing in? I want one more. What energy is Cancer bringing towards that person? So for a lot of you, you're dealing with an Aries, a Leo, a Cancer. What energy is Cancer bringing in towards that person? Okay, so I don't know if this is the new person coming towards you or what I was speaking about before. Sorry, you can probably like see the pants and the shorts. Or what I was speaking about before is wrapping up. Because I'm seeing some sort of change, but it's a change that somebody doesn't want to happen. So it's being prolonged, but I see a new person coming in for you. Like I said, if it doesn't happen, if it's not showing up during this reading, you can almost be certain, well, I'm certain that somebody's coming in for you. So with this South Node's life debts in reverse, it's like becoming a burden. Your connection with this person, you may feel a really strong South Node connection with them. So it may feel like you've known this person in another lifetime. And in some ways you just click, you just get this person. But the tail, the dragon's tail, is about excretion, passing things, letting it go, you know, taking, literally, come on, we eat food, we take the vitamins, the goodness out of it, and then we let the rest go. And that's kind of what you're meant to be doing here in this lesson, but in this situation. But with this coming up in reverse, I feel for a lot of you, you may really be struggling with letting this go. If some of you may be thinking, am I going to find anybody like this again? Am I going to find somebody that I feel like this about? You know, but I feel like something really good is coming in for you. And you may be like, yeah, this person's mine. You know, this person's mine, I own them, or this is owed to me. Maybe you was in a really boring relationship and this person's really, really fun. With Sagittarius, I see coming up in reverse, it could be almost like too much of a good thing for some of you. So yeah, you could be dealing with somebody who is just larger than life in a lot of ways. And I don't feel like for a lot of you, you'll be able to be around this person 24/7. But when you meet up, it's really kind of extreme and over the top. But I'm getting that this has come up on your side. So it's something inside of you. You're like, I need to let this go, but I really don't want to. You know, you're having a hard time owning that. You're having a hard time owning the fact that you may have got the best out of this connection that you're going to get out of it, and anything else is just becoming poisonous. If we don't use the toilet and get rid of the waste, we will literally become poisoned from it. So it works the same energetically as well, okay? You could really feel really strongly, almost quite possessive of this person as well. There could be some sort of financial gain or implications from this connection. Your work life may have prospered or got better from being around this person, or vice versa, it could have suffered. I feel like in the beginning, the way this person was with you, especially emotionally, really resonated with you, and you guys may have really clicked. But I feel like it's becoming sort of toxic. And some of you, I just want to say, may have put on weight as well. Something about excess and overdoing it. I think we've all put on a bit of weight at this time, to be fair. I've started really strong. I was like, yeah, you know, I'm doing this. I was eating salads, I was working out. Obviously, I went on the scales and I'd put on weight, and I had a very sane, rational response to that. Not really, but yeah. So I feel like something about this connection may actually be affecting your health, or you can sort of feel it. But this is not a warning, but it's just like, yeah, kind of, because guys, it will turn toxic if you don't let it go. If you let it go and it comes back, and then it's yours. But I feel like something better will be coming back to you. So here's your person. Your person is somebody very, very pushy. They love a good time, okay? So this, again, I'm getting number 5 and Mars. I'm getting a person who has never really fully grown up for some of you. This may be somebody who's quite pushy in love as well. I want what I want. They could have Mars in Leo. This is somebody who is sensitive as well. So, you know, if they're like, oh, I want to meet you today, and they're planning to do some grand gesture, and you're like, oh, I'm really sorry, I can't. They'll be really like, I want to say hurt, or yeah, like kind of offended that you didn't drop everything for them, and it may stop them from, you know, putting out offers in future. That doesn't mean that you need to drop everything. That is not what I'm saying at all. I'm saying, you know, they're learning a lesson of how to get a little bit more of a tougher shell. Not everybody can drop everything for you and do exactly what you want to do in that moment. It's beautiful that you feel inspired. It's beautiful that you feel that way, but everybody doesn't feel that way at the same time. So yeah, I feel like as well, this person's really in a place where they're learning a new level of emotional stability, or what makes them feel emotionally safe. I feel like they may be really, this may be a really sexual, or they may be really sexual towards you, because there's a lot of Mars and Aries energy here. They may like talking like sexually to you as well with 1 and 3. There may be a lot of like messages being sent and that sort of thing. This is somebody who it's my way or the highway, and they're just not here for it any other way. Whereas you are, obviously you're a Cancer, so you're more sensitive. I don't want to say this person rubs you the wrong way, but yeah, something about this person that's teaching you something, okay? I feel as well you're meant to learn from, so if you're meant to learn from their more dominant, their more assertive traits, and how to really, you know, go out there and get what it is that you want and make it happen. I'm not saying that you don't, but Cancers and water signs generally have a different way of going about things, not so direct. Even Scorpio, which is known for power and stuff like that, they go behind the scenes to get that. So yeah, I feel like this person's very direct with you. Sorry, I feel like they look at you a lot, like you're on their mind a lot. But I feel like a lot of it's really passionate. That doesn't have to be a bad thing. Also, they may have a very hot temper. Yeah, someone who's quite temperamental with the water element and the Mars there. They could have their Mars in a water sign. Mars in Cancer, men in particular, even women, and please don't get offended if this is you. Even the women, I find they actually don't like women. They don't get on with women. I've actually read for somebody, or I looked at somebody's chart really briefly, and I was like, oh, you don't really, you know, get on with women or whatever. She was like, no, all my best friends are she was like, all my best friends are women, and her best friend was sat next to her. And her best friend wanted to say something, and she looked at her best friend and instantly shut her up. So it's like she's bossy and aggressive and kind of bullying with women. I find that people, yeah, so your person may be kind of bossy or aggressive or bullying, or I don't know, maybe you're dealing with somebody who has Mars in Cancer. It doesn't mean that, you know, they can't be nice and that they're really horrible to women, but it's just they don't really, yeah, like, it can be irritating to them. Okay, so infinite source, guides and angels. Who's coming towards Cancer? Most loving, most light guides and angels. Who's coming towards Cancer for the month of May, June? What are they like? Okay, so Scorpio. Somebody who maybe works behind the scenes, like I said previously. This person could have a lot of power, but to look at them, you wouldn't actually know it. Somebody who's very articulate as well. They like to really express themselves. Now, this person may have had a very bad breakup in the past. They could have been married. They don't have to be. But now that I've put that down, a lot of you are dealing with a divorcee or somebody who had a very long-term commitment and it ended. This is somebody who there's a lot of them that you don't see. this person is way more sensitive than they come off to be. They may come off as really brash and really rude sometimes, and they say these things so that you don't really see who they are, okay? They try and confuse you. Yeah, that's not really cool, but you know, it's like a defense mechanism for them or something like that. They don't like to be seen as vulnerable. They don't like to be seen for who they really are, in that they may talk a big talk and act like they know a lot, and in their career they may be really well established, they may be well respected, and they may know a lot. But I feel like when it comes to love in particular, or just even in emotions, they don't know anything. They basically don't know anything. For some of you, the mother figure in this person's life it's a really complex relationship they would have had. You know, could have had moon in the 8th house or something like that. So this is somebody who doesn't, if they've got moon in the 8th house, this is somebody who doesn't sleep with everybody. They really do need an emotional connection, feel an emotional connection, whether they express it, depending on what sign it's in, because that's the style of how they express it. You know, whether they express it will be a whole other thing, but they do actually feel quite a strong connection to you. But I feel that it's their mother, their relationship to mother, that first love. Mum is your first love. It's your first experience at anything in this world. It's kind of messed up, okay? I don't know if this person was born prematurely or something like that. Or their mother didn't acknowledge them. For some of you, they didn't get enough attention. But yeah, so person's got a lot of secrets. They hide a lot. It doesn't have to be anything malicious or anything bad, but they keep a lot in their own mind. They feel safer that way. This is somebody, again, who's quite blunt and quite honest. I don't feel like they're a liar. Again, I just feel like they keep a lot to themselves because they feel like, you know, that's their personal business. With King of Swords here and the Justice card, I want to say some of you are dealing with like a lawyer or a barrister or something like that who defends the criminal side. I don't know why that just came up. Some of you, this person may have a child that they don't see as well. Now, your connection with this person, physical, obviously, you know, we're in quarantine, but I feel like even before quarantine, your physical connection, sex and stuff, may have stopped. And I feel like they were getting really into you, so they kind of they just decided they were just going to stop it. Because this is somebody who doesn't like other people or things to have power over them. But they would still be messaging you. The communication may have slowed down quite a bit recently. Because, again, I get something about an unequal power dynamic. Like, they want to have the upper hand and they just can't with you. They know that. Okay, so what's their attraction? Infinite source, truth, knowledge and wisdom only, please. What is, and my angels, my most loving, most light guides and angels. What is Cancer's person's attraction to Cancer? Oh, don't turn around. What's their intentions towards Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising? And what is Cancer's attraction to that person? Okay. And what's Cancer's intentions towards that person? Your person's just very self-motivated, self-contained, selfish. But again, I'm not trying to put your person down or anything like that. That's just the way they've always done things. They're not used to working in a team. They're not used to things being fair. Either they have the upper hand or they're not involved. Yeah. So their attraction to you is, you know, it takes a lot to get you. A lot of competitors want you. To them, you can talk the talk. You are very sexy, very attractive, and you know, emotional as well. I feel like to them, especially if you guys have already previously been intimate, it's like really, really good sex. Like they're really, really attracted to you. And what are their intentions? The Sun. It did come up in reverse, but I don't read it as reverse. So, well, I feel like they may think, yeah, I'm planning to do this in a conscious way, but on an unconscious level, they actually really want to be with you. They want to give you happiness. Some of you, they may even want to procreate with you. A lot of you, they'll want to go on holiday with you. They want to be naked. They want to be like, the Sun isn't just about holidays and children. It's two souls, the inner children meeting, and yeah, like growing. They want to grow with you. So you may have caused them to want to grow up. I feel like this person wants to run their fingers through your hair. And again, it's like, yeah, they want to be completely naked, like on a soul level, everything. And for you to just love them the way they are, and for them to just love you the way that they are as well. You are as well. Yeah, so they intend to reveal themselves to you. Your attraction is the Five of Swords. So I feel like there could be a lot of banter, a lot of sarcasm, and like, I want to say wordplay and that sort of thing. You know, your attraction to this person is that they're a good talker. They may be able to talk your clothes off. Yeah, so it's not just, you know, boring. There's like a rapport between you guys that's really quite exciting and quite sexy. I feel like they really, really love your curves and love your butt. You love the attention that this person gives you. I feel they really love your hips as well if you're a woman. If you're a man, there's something about your face and your voice that's very sexy. Your back as well. And for some of you, you may have facial hair. Not a full-on beard, but some sort of facial hair. It's very sexy. And you could even have like a dimple. Like men dimples are so cute when they're in the sides. But yeah. Your intention towards them is to let them look but not be able to touch. Like, that ain't for you. No, 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 sorry. There is a little rabbit down here, so some of you guys may want to procreate. There's also a goat, so you know you want to stand the test of time. I feel like you both feel that you're hardcore in some way, shape or form, and you can both like really make it through. You'll both be victorious being together if you can make peace and make it work. Then yeah, so your intention is to tease them into submission is what I'm getting here. So infinite source, truth, knowledge and wisdom, our most loving, most light guides and angels for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising. Trust, honeymoon, financing, career, codependency, and very soon. Yeah, with this Justice card, it is like, you know, your person has an issue with codependency. Now, they may be codependent on you, but they may just like it when their person is codependent on them. Maybe they haven't really had a relationship with such a strong, independent woman before. Yeah, the nails are crazy right now. I tried a thing. So it's quite confusing for them. Okay. But they keep feeling like they want to come back to you. Okay. Yeah, they keep feeling like they want to come back to you, but you're not what they're used to. But I feel like for a lot of you, there is a big lesson to learn here. This is my card of Saturn, like learning Saturn lessons in this deck. So some of you may be going through your Saturn return. I am. Or even your second Saturn return. So yeah. So why are these cards here? Infinite source, Most highest, most loving, most light guides and angels. Being told to trust the process. Why? Okay. Honeymoon, finances and career, codependency, and aerial ways. Okay. So you're being told to trust the process and don't rush into anything, okay? When you... What?
How long till you finish?
Soon, darling. Can you shut the door, please? Don't rush into anything without thinking it through. But at the same time, if you get the feeling suddenly to move and being called to action, go for it. Trust that you know what is right for you. Trust that intuition that I'm going to be speaking about in another video, but trust that, you know, Cancer intuition, you are very psychic, and I do feel you and this person have a really strong connection. So you maybe have a connection in the ethereal realms, or, you know, the spiritual realms, which is why you're really attracted to each other here, but it may not translate the same as it does in 5D or 6D or 7D. You know, there's no lower vibrations in those places. So here you may experience some of the lower vibrations with this person. I feel like as well, for some of you, you may get a bit of a heartfelt message, or a message that surprises you in some way, shape or form, and just trust it, okay? So honeymoon and Four of Gabriel, for some of you, there may actually be a strong relationship formed here between you and this person. You may actually get married to this person, engaged, honeymoon definitely, or even a holiday. For others of you, if you can't see that happening with the person I'm talking about, this is somebody new coming in. Trust that this will happen. Don't rush in and go back to something that you know doesn't serve you, okay? Ask yourself that, does this serve me? Does this make me a better person? Does this bring me closer to the divine? Am I doing my earth angel stuff when I'm doing this? Or is it because I'm lonely? Is it because I'm bored, you know? Never be afraid of being alone. You know, you are always alone, but you are never alone at the same time. So to have your own company and your own space is actually a blessing. So finances and career, and equally to have like friends and family and children coming in the middle of your readings is also a blessing. So you got a blessing in this reading, Cancer, and finances and career. So I feel like, again, you guys may meet somebody through work, or this person is somehow connected to your work life. I feel like things are going to really take off for you. You're going to be very busy very soon, okay? So remember, be patient with yourself, be patient with others, but you could get a phone call or something to do with work, okay? Some sort of communication in regards to work. I know a lot of people's jobs are up in the air at the moment, but you may get some sort of positive communication through when it comes to finances and career. Now, codependency. You see how he's looking at that little fairy in the box, and it's just his and it's just there, and he opens the box when he wants to see it, and then when he doesn't, he just shuts it and goes about his business. This is maybe the kind of person, like, even look at the chain there. Look, this may be the kind of relationship that your person is used to dealing with. They're besotted by you, yes. They are really taken with you, but you are not a thing. You are a person. You have your own wants, needs and desires, and they can't just be shut off when your person, you know, isn't around. Even there, we have a cage. Don't sit around waiting for this person. For some of you, you're not in communication with this person. Now, my advice is do not wait. Do not wait. Even the Saturn card came up, and it's about waiting around. But nothing ain't really growing in the background of that card. Don't wait, because time, do you see those cogs there? Time isn't waiting for anybody. The wheel will turn. There's also a wheel here. The wheel will turn in your favour, but you've got to keep it moving. Like, travel may be really important for you guys at this time. So very soon you'll be released from anything that's holding you back, anything that, you know, you haven't had confidence with. If this has been a toxic connection, you will be released from it. And I'm really sure you're gonna meet somebody else. Like I said, when you're very, very busy, somebody else will come into your life. Or, you know, I don't want to say it's this person coming into your life renewed and blah blah blah, because I ain't really getting that. I'm getting this is somebody who's not really open for love, but they're open for sex and sexy talk. They don't want to play fair, they don't really know how to, and they're learning a lesson. So if they have to lose you, and, you know, end of life, maybe they're like, oh, you know, that was my one true love, I'm really messed up. They then may realise that's not how love, you can't treat people like that and expect them to stay. It's not going to work. It doesn't have to be end of life, but, you know, there's so many people in this world. We're not just one soul, we're a combination of many souls and many energies in one body, okay? So if you feel a connection with this person, doesn't mean there's not anybody else out there that you're going to feel this same strength, the same level or strength of connection with, or even more possibly, you know. So yeah, Cancer, that was your reading. I know it's not like the most super, you know, uplifting reading, but I feel excited because I feel like you're about to meet somebody. I feel like that's why the angel cards came out like that in the beginning, because it's like, okay, we're gonna read some stuff here, but you need to know that this is happening. So yeah, some of you could be dealing with an air sign here: Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Scorpio, Libra, somebody born on the cusp. Yeah, or I feel like, yeah, you could meet somebody else who is those signs as well, Capricorn there. Okay, so thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and keep checking my channel for the video on the psychic abilities of Cancer. So it's an astrology video. I'd really love to see you there. It would really mean it to see you there. I'm not doing it live, I don't know why I said that. It'd really mean a lot for me, a lot to me, for you guys to support the astrology videos, and you'd learn a lot as well, because there's something that I really love to do and I really learn a lot, even in cards and stuff. Just my understanding just got so much better. But yeah, and you can also kind of learn a lot about people. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Bye.